History often highlights kings and battles, focusing on the grand events and powerful figures that shaped nations. Yet beneath the surface of these well-known stories, there are countless lives that remain in the shadows, stories that are just as vital to our understanding of the past. The true fabric of society has always included the lives of women, quietly resilient, often unseen. Their daily struggles, hopes, and achievements have woven the very foundation of communities, even when history books overlooked them. The story of humanity is incomplete without understanding the experiences of half its population. Women's voices, though sometimes silenced, have echoed through time in the work they did, the families they raised, and the changes they inspired. From medieval peasant women to modern CEOs, the journey of women is a tale of transformation. Each generation has faced its own unique challenges, and each has found new ways to adapt, persevere, and lead. The contrast between a woman's life in the Middle Ages and today is profound, measured in rights and opportunities. Where once a woman's world was confined to the home or the fields, today she can aspire to any role, in any place. In medieval Europe, a woman's world was small, her choices few, her destiny shaped by men. Her days were filled with hard work and limited freedoms, her future often decided by family or tradition. Despite these constraints, women found ways to influence their families and communities, passing down skills, stories, and wisdom through generations. Today, women navigate a world of possibilities, shaping their own destinies. They are leaders, innovators, and creators, breaking barriers that once seemed insurmountable. By comparing the realities of women then and now, we can see the incredible progress made. Each step forward has been hard-won, the result of courage, solidarity, and determination. This progress is a testament to the courage of countless women who challenged the status quo. Their voices, once whispers, became a chorus demanding change and justice. Understanding this history is essential for shaping a more equal future. By learning from the past, we empower the next generation to continue the journey toward equality and respect. As we explore daily life across centuries, we honor the enduring spirit of women everywhere, the unseen threads that have always held the tapestry of history together. In the Middle Ages, clothing was far more than just a way to keep warm or cover the body. It was a powerful public statement of a woman's social status, her family's wealth, and her marital role. Every layer, color, and fabric choice spoke volumes about who she was and where she belonged in the rigid social hierarchy. For peasant women, daily life demanded practicality. They wore simple, durable tunics made from coarse wool or linen, garments that were often patched and handed down through generations. These clothes were muted in color, designed to withstand hard labor in the fields or at home, and rarely changed with the seasons or fashion trends. Noble women, by contrast, became living displays of their family's fortune. Their gowns were crafted from vibrant silks and velvets, adorned with intricate embroidery, gold thread, and precious stones. Long, trailing sleeves and rich colors like deep reds or royal blues were reserved for the elite, making their status instantly recognizable. Headdresses were not just fashionable, they were mandatory. Married women were expected to cover their hair completely, often with elaborate veils, wimples, or linen caps, as a sign of modesty and respectability. In contrast, unmarried girls wore their hair long and loose, sometimes adorned with ribbons or flowers. This simple difference instantly signaled their youth and availability for marriage, making hair a visible marker of life stage. Strict sumptuary laws dictated what each class could wear, from the fabrics allowed to the colors permitted. These laws left little room for personal expression, ensuring that everyone's place in society was clear at a glance. A woman's appearance was not her own to control, but a uniform assigned by society. The rules were enforced by both law and custom, and breaking them could mean fines or social disgrace. Clothing reinforced the social order, making identity a matter of fabric, color, and cut. The contrast between classes was stark, and even small details could set women apart. Even the smallest accessory, a brooch, a belt, or a purse, could mark a woman's place in the world. Jewelry and ornamentation were carefully regulated, with only the wealthy allowed to display certain precious materials. Personal style was a luxury few could afford. For most women, clothing was less about self-expression and more about conforming to expectations and surviving within the boundaries set by society. In medieval society, a woman's identity was literally woven into her clothes. Every stitch, every thread, and every color told a story, not just of the individual, but of the world she lived in. For most medieval women, formal education was out of reach. Peasant girls learned practical skills, cooking, spinning, gardening, passed down from their mothers. Reading and writing were rare, reserved for a privileged few. Noble girls might learn to read religious texts, manage a household, or master embroidery, but their studies were limited. Convents offered some women a chance at deeper learning, but this path was rare. Education aimed to prepare women for domestic roles, not personal growth. Intellectual pursuits were largely reserved for men. Knowledge for women was a tool for survival, not a key to independence. In medieval times, women's work was relentless and essential. Peasant women labored in fields, gardens, and homes, partnering with their husbands for survival. They brewed ale, spun wool, made cheese, and sold goods at market. Vital economic roles, yet undervalued. In towns, women joined trades like textiles and baking, sometimes inheriting family businesses as widows. Guilds offered limited opportunities, mostly in female trades. Despite their contributions, women's work was seen as an extension of domestic duty. Legal and social systems ensured their earnings belonged to men. Prestigious positions in church, law, or government were off-limits. A woman's identity was defined by her relationship to men, not her skills. Their labor built medieval society, but history rarely recorded their names. Women's work was foundational, yet invisible. Today, a woman's wardrobe is a form of self-expression, not a social mandate. Modern fashion offers endless choices: suits, jeans, dresses, athletic wear, across all fabrics and styles. Social class no longer dictates what a woman can wear. Personal taste prevails. Hair can be long, short, covered, or uncovered, by choice, not law. Global fashion and e-commerce have democratized style, making trends accessible worldwide. While economic disparities persist, affordable clothing allows for greater individuality. Yet new pressures exist. Media and fashion industries promote narrow beauty standards. Social expectations can still shape choices, but the power of choice remains. Clothing is now a dialogue with the world, not a label imposed by it. The modern woman's style is her own. Today, education is a fundamental right for women in much of the world. Girls learn to read, write, and study a full range of subjects, preparing for any career. Higher education is accessible, with women excelling in every field, from science to the arts. Education now empowers women to shape their own destinies, not just prepare for marriage. It's a tool for independence, confidence, and social mobility. The purpose of learning has shifted from domesticity to personal and professional growth. Yet, barriers remain. In some places, girls still face obstacles to schooling. Gender biases can persist, especially in STEM fields. The challenge is to ensure equal opportunity for every girl, everywhere. The transformation from medieval times is revolutionary. Women now participate in every sector of the economy, from science to politics. Careers offer not just income, but independence and fulfillment. Economic power allows women to make their own choices and shape society. Women lead companies, nations, and organizations, roles unimaginable in the Middle Ages. Their achievements inspire new generations to aim higher. Yet, challenges persist: the gender pay gap, unpaid domestic labor, and workplace bias. Progress is real, but the journey toward true equality continues. The leap from medieval alewife to modern CEO is immense. The work of building a fair professional world is ongoing. In the Middle Ages, women lived under the strict authority of men, with very few legal rights or personal freedoms. Their lives were largely shaped by the expectations and rules set by fathers, brothers, and husbands, leaving little room for independence or self-determination. Women were not allowed to own property, sign contracts, or make important decisions on their own. The law often treated them as dependents, unable to represent themselves in court or participate in public life. Even their voices were rarely heard in matters that affected their own futures. Marriage, rather than offering partnership, effectively erased a woman's legal identity. Her earnings, possessions, and even her dowry became the property of her husband. She was expected to obey and serve, with little recourse if she wished to challenge her circumstances. Today, the situation has transformed dramatically. Women are recognized as autonomous individuals, with full legal rights and the ability to make decisions for themselves. They can stand in court, sign contracts, and pursue their own ambitions. Women now have the right to own property, run businesses, vote in elections, and participate actively in politics. Their voices are heard in boardrooms, parliaments, and communities around the world. Marriage has evolved into a partnership of equals, where both spouses share rights and responsibilities. It is no longer a transfer of ownership, but a union based on mutual respect and shared goals. Social roles have expanded, allowing women to choose their own paths. Whether they pursue marriage, a career, motherhood, or any combination, the choice is theirs to make. Women are no longer confined to a single role or expectation. Today, a woman's personal worth is measured by her achievements, talents, and the choices she makes, not just by her relationships or family status. Education, sports, and entrepreneurship are all open to her. Freedom of movement, access to education, and the ability to express oneself creatively are now possible for women in many parts of the world. They can travel, study, and pursue their passions independently. The shift from a life of prescribed duties to one of personal choice and self-direction is perhaps the greatest change of all. Women can now shape their own destinies, making decisions that reflect their true selves. While the realities of women's rights still differ by culture and country, the overall expansion of rights and freedoms is undeniable. The movement for equality continues to inspire change worldwide. The modern woman's life is defined by possibility, hope, and the freedom to dream, and to turn those dreams into reality. The journey from medieval manor to modern metropolis is a story of resilience and transformation. Women have moved from the margins to the center of public life, breaking barriers in education, work, and law. The freedoms enjoyed today were won through centuries of struggle and courage. Yet challenges remain: pay gaps, domestic burdens, and ongoing discrimination. In many places, basic rights are still denied to women and girls. Each generation builds on the last, turning cracks in patriarchy into open gates. The story of women is one of continuous change and hope. The future promises even greater transformation. True equality is the goal, a world where comparison is obsolete. The wheel of progress keeps turning, driven by determination and hope.